Guys, so today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Instead of traveling, I'm going to show you something that I'm going to do for my classroom, and it's kind of to spruce up a bare wall. And sadly I did have it all decorated, but the air conditioning kind of caused some problems. So now I have to find an alternative because it does leak the air conditioning when it's hot out. So with that, I decided to do this project, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So for this DIY, what you'll need is a picture frame. Now I already broke the plastic of this picture frame, as you can see, because I wanted to show you the most important thing that you'll need. I mean, it can be any design. I like this design. It's kind of sleek and kind of modern with the edges, but you'll need it to be glass instead of plastic. So there's a lot of plastic ones that are cheaper, but here it's better if you get glass, because glass and dry erase markers will erase just like a whiteboard. And since you're trying to make an alternative whiteboard here, you will need to be able to erase the whiteboard ink, right? So this is the first step, and I actually have 3 of these, so we'll play around with a couple of things. You'll also need paper, any kind of paper that you want to use. I have black, and I also have some white, so I'm kind of plain, but it's also because I want to be sure that the kids can see it from their desks. And it's just going to hold a calendar, so that I don't need a backing for. And it's also going to hold like upcoming tests that I'll write down, as well as homework and things like that that they need to be reminded of. Now, I am going to try something. I was really excited to see a blackboard. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Focus there. Okay, a blackboard marker. I really like when it's black and you write on it and it shows through. I'm not exactly sure if it will work the same way as whiteboard markers do, but I'm going to try it anyway, which is why I have black paper. So I'm going to try it for maybe the tests and then homework as well. Now, what's great is that most of this stuff I will reuse it, or I'll be able to continue to use it in my classroom. So it's not a waste, you know, a packet full of black paper. I'm always in need of black paper because the kids do a lot of projects. So you can use it. And then of course, I bought several whiteboard markers. Now I'm always in need of whiteboard markers because my kids do a lot of activities where they can write on their own individual whiteboards or on the board itself. So I bought some big ones because I like them, and then I bought some small ones to just kind of help with writing in a small surface. Alright, so that's all of the supplies you need for this DIY. Pretty simple, pretty cheap, pretty easy to get in most any stores. You can go to Walmart if you're in the States, you can go to Daiso if you are in Japan or Korea, and I'm sure there's other like little Dollar Tree stores around the world that you can go to that have paper and picture frames. So let's go ahead and start making our project. So, funny story, I do have a floor couch here in Korea, but I'm not using it for this because I kind of want to spread out. So just bear with me as I sit on the floor and do this activity. First, you will take your picture frame and you will take it out of its little holder. Try not to break the glass. Then you can clean it up if you see fingerprints or anything like that on the inside that you need to clean. But for the most part, it should be okay. And you will take your own. I'm going to try the blackboard markers first because I'm really excited about that. Since this paper is a little bit bigger than the actual picture frame that I need, I'm actually going to go ahead and use a pencil to kind of mark it off so I can cut it. I'm going to cut just a little bit bigger and it just kind of fit it into the picture frame. It shouldn't be too hard to do, but that way I don't have to worry so much about like cutting super straight, because you don't want to leave any marks, especially with this black paper. Okay. So then once you have that line, it's not very straight, doesn't have to be very perfect, but you can see it kind of right there running. Go ahead and take some good scissors. Go ahead and cut. Like I told you, I'm just going to fit it in there. Before you put the backing on, make sure that it looks okay for you. I like it. It looks pretty good to me. It looks kind of, oh, you can see a reflection. There's my fridge. But it looks kind of bare, but I'm going to try and see how writing on it looks. Like I said, I'm very excited to try to use this. I also bought this picture frame because it has the hooks, and not every picture frame that's here has actual hooks that you can use to hang on it. Alright, so I was kind of nervous because it wasn't writing, but it just took a while for the ink to get to the bottom, and I kind of love it, and this is what I have written. Okay, travelingwithroots.com. Very excited for this and to use it in the class because you can actually see it from far away pretty well, and that's going to be very helpful for my classes and my students to be able to see like upcoming things. Now, in my classroom, I might hang it up like this, horizontally versus vertically, just to kind of elongate and be able to like actually make notes for all 5 of my classes. But I like this, so I'm going to go ahead. Alright, so I only did 2 of the picture frames. You saw me do one and then I fast forward through the other one. But I'm going to leave this picture frame here. I'm going to carry it up to the school tomorrow, and it's just going to have our monthly calendar, so I don't need a backing because it will fill up the whole space. A fun, quick activity. Of course, I didn't come up with this. It's been around for a long time, but I just wanted to do one little DIY activity for you. I was noticing that there's not a whole lot of high school classroom decorations, especially videos or even blogs out there. So I thought that it would be a good way to help you guys out, and kind of, if you're a teacher, especially a high school teacher, it's kind of confusing and sometimes daunting to figure out how to decorate for your kids because they are high schoolers. With that said, here are my before and my after photos of my project.